Good morning, students. So today let us discuss with one more concept from aldehydes, ketones, and carboxylic acids. That is structure of carbonyl group. Already we know that in the last week we have discussed the meaning of aldehydes, ketones, and carboxylic acids. And along with that, we have studied the naming with relevance to aldehydes and ketones. So continuing with that, since we know that all aldehydes, ketones, and carboxylic acids contains C double bond O as the common group present in it. So it becomes very much important to study the structure of carbonyl group. So when we write or when we represent this carbonyl group, so this is the representation of the carbonyl group. This carbonyl group consists of an electronegative oxygen atom attached to carbon, so that this oxygen has the ability to pull the electron density towards itself. So when oxygen pulls the electron density towards itself, carbon will get a partial positive charge and oxygen will get a partial negative charge. So by this, I can clearly understand that there exists a polarity when the electrons are pulled by the most electronegative atom, oxygen. So in this carbonyl group, the carbon is sp2 hybridized because carbon shows a double bond with oxygen. So when the migration of electron takes place or when the electrons are withdrawn by the electronegative element, that is oxygen, a polarity can be noticed in carbonyl group. So here if I write the representation of this respective carbonyl group by showing the bonding between carbon as well as oxygen. So this shows that the p orbitals which are present in carbon and oxygen has framed a pi bond, and this can be equivalently represented by the structure C double bond O, which contains or which has a bond angle of 120 degrees, and due to the existence of this polarity between the carbon and oxygen, it shows dipole moment. It also shows dipole moment, and the value of this dipole moment exists in the range of 3.3 to 3.8 dipole. So you know the meaning of dipole. Dipole moment means the product of magnitude of the charges and the distance between them is referred as dipole moment. So this is the overall explanation that has to be known when we study with the structure of carbonyl group. So due to the existence of this electronegative oxygen atom, this oxygen atom pulls the electron density towards itself such that a polarity can be noticed in carbonyl group. So this particular representation helps in understanding the reactions of aldehydes as well as ketones. So after studying the structure of carbonyl group, let us discuss with a concept called as methods of preparation of aldehydes and ketones. In that, the first method is oxidation of alcohols. So here one should know that when an primary alcohol is subjected to oxidation, always aldehydes will be the major products. And in the same way, when an secondary alcohol is subjected to oxidation, the major product will be what? Ketones. So what I mean to tell is, if the reactant is a primary alcohol, then aldehyde will be the product. And if the reactant is a secondary alcohol, ketone will be the product. Both primary and secondary alcohols are subjected to oxidation in the presence of acidified KMNO4, or you can use acidified K2Cr2O7, or you can also use chromium 6 oxide for the oxidation of alcohols. So majorly in this reaction, we use acidified K2Cr2O7 as the oxidizing agent for the reactions to take place. Now let us discuss how a primary alcohol can yield an aldehyde and how a secondary alcohol gives a ketone. For example, if I take a primary alcohol, that is RCH2OH, so this is nothing but a 1 degree alcohol or a primary alcohol. When this primary alcohol is subjected to oxidation in the presence of acidified K2Cr2O7, that is in the presence of sulfuric acid, which is called as acidified K2Cr2O7. Now the question arises how the reaction takes place. So separately I'll write the explanation here. This is RCH2O and H. So we know that oxygen is more electronegative in its nature. It pulls the electron density towards itself such that the hydrogen gets eliminated as a proton. So when this hydrogen gets eliminated as a proton, oxygen will get a partial negative charge, so that this negative charge gets displaced between carbon as well as oxygen, such that carbon becomes pentavalent in its nature. So to satisfy its tetravalency, this hydrogen gets eliminated as an hydride ion, such that this H minus H plus, which combines with oxygen to eliminate water as an byproduct. So when water is eliminated as a byproduct, it is left out with RC double bond O single bond H along with H2O as the byproduct. So this is the method how the reaction takes place when a primary alcohol is subjected to oxidation in the presence of K2Cr2O7 in the presence of an acid that gives rise to aldehydes as a major product. So as I said, primary alcohol will yield an aldehyde. So this is a primary alcohol that has given aldehyde as the major product. Now let us consider a secondary alcohol and let us write a reaction how ketone is obtained. So when I take an secondary alcohol, that is RCH R-OH, so this is nothing but a secondary alcohol or a 2 degree alcohol. When this secondary alcohol is subjected to oxidation in the presence of acidified K2Cr2O7, so here ketone will be the major product. Now a question arises how ketone will be existing as a major product. So this is the secondary alcohol which is involved. Again apply the same logic, so that hydrogen gets eliminated as a proton, oxygen will become negatively charged. So migration of electron takes place between carbon and oxygen such that carbon will get pentavalent. To satisfy tetravalency, hydrogen gets eliminated as hydride, so that H minus will combine with H plus along with O to give out water as an byproduct. So along with water, there is a formation of ketone. So this is the method how an alcohol gets oxidized to give a ketone along with an aldehyde as the major product, and this method is called as oxidation of alcohol, which yields both aldehyde as well as ketone. When a primary alcohol is involved in a reaction, aldehyde will be the major product, and when a secondary alcohol is involved, ketone will be the major product. Now let us discuss one more method for the preparation of aldehydes as well as ketones, which is known as dehydrogenation reaction. When it comes to dehydrogenation or catalytic dehydrogenation, similarly in this case the reactants are primary as well as secondary alcohols, where primary alcohols upon dehydrogenation yields aldehyde as the major product, and the secondary alcohols upon dehydrogenation in the presence of a catalyst yields ketone as the major product. Now a question arises how this dehydrogenation takes place and what are the conditions that is involved. So when I represent it with reference to an 1 degree alcohol or an primary alcohol, so when this primary alcohol is heated with copper metal by maintaining a temperature of 300 degrees Celsius, so this hydrogen gets eliminated as a proton, so that oxygen will become negatively charged. So negatively charged oxygen gets migrated. So separately I'll write here, RCH2OH. So hydrogen gets eliminated as a proton, oxygen will become negatively charged. So migration of electron takes place between carbon as well as oxygen. Carbon will be pentavalent and this hydrogen gets eliminated as an hydride ion, such that the major product will be what? Aldehyde, along with the elimination of what? Hydrogen. Hence, the reaction takes place in the presence of copper as a catalyst. Hence, it is called as catalytic dehydrogenation, in which the reaction takes place at a temperature of 300 degree Celsius. Now, let us discuss the reaction of secondary alcohol, which yields ketone as the major product. Suppose when I take an 2 degree alcohol or an secondary alcohol. So this is the secondary alcohol which is involved in a reaction. When this secondary alcohol is heated with copper by maintaining a temperature of 300 degrees Celsius, again apply the same logic. Hydrogen gets eliminated as a proton, oxygen becomes negative, migration of electron takes place between carbon and oxygen, and this hydrogen gets eliminated as an hydride ion, such that the major product will be what? RC double bond OR dash, which is a ketone along with the liberation of hydrogen. So this method is called as a catalytic hydrogenation method, which can be considered as the best method for the preparation of aldehydes.